myself. I still blurted out without thinking. "Great galleons and grindle sporks, are you her teacher too?" Sir Stephen scratched thoughtfully at his chin, setting off tremors in the lustrous curls of his beard. "Eh? What's that?" he said, blinking his wise old eyes at me several times before finally adding, "Whose teacher?" Sir Stephen is entirely too good at following Rule 3 of the Royal Code, even though he's only a knight, not royalty. But then I hesitated myself, because I'm always loath to speak the name. I stared down at my hands, folded in my lap, and whispered, "Desmia's." Desmia is the fake princess, the one who wears my royal gowns, the one who sits on my royal throne, the one who's saving my royal life. Sir Stephen did not reply until I gathered the nerve to raise my head and peer back up at him again. "And why would I be Desmia's teacher?" he asked, raising one grizzled eyebrow. He wasn't going to make this any easier for me than conjugating Latin verbs, solving geometry proofs, or memorizing the principal exports of Xenoton. "Because you know how to train royalty and—" "She's not royalty," Sir Stephen said patiently. "But she's pretending to be, and if she has to keep up appearances to throw off and confuse the enemy, then doesn't she have a tutor too?" I cannot remember when I found out about Desmia, any more than I can remember when I found out about myself. Perhaps, by my cradle side, Sir Stephen also crooned, "And don't worry that your enemies will ever find you. They won't even look because we've placed a decoy on the throne, a fake, a fraud, an impostor. If the evil ones ever try to harm Desmia, we will find them out. We will roust them. And then we can reveal your existence, and the kingdom will ring with gladness to have its true princess back, safe and unscathed." When I was younger, I used to play-act the ceremony I planned to have for the girl Desmia when the enemy was gone and the truth came to light. I'd play both roles, out in the cow pasture, kneeling and humble as Desmia, standing on the wooden fence to attain proper royal stature when I switched to playing myself. "I, Princess Cecilia Aurora Serindia Marie, do hereby proclaim my gratitude to the commoner, Desmia, for all the kingdom to see," I'd intone solemnly, balanced on the fence rails. Then I'd scramble down and bow low, though keeping a watch out so that neither my knees nor my forehead landed in a cowpat. "Oh, Princess," I'd squeak out as Desmia, "it is I who ought to be thanking you for allowing me the chance to serve my kingdom to ensure your safety. I have wanted nothing more than your safe return to the throne." Back to the fence rail, back to my royal proclamation voice. "It is a fortunate ruler who has such loyal subjects. In honor of your service, I grant you 1/10 of the royal treasury," I'd say. Sometimes the reward was, "Land on the Calbrinian coast," or "My best knight's hand in marriage," or "The services of your favorite dressmaker for a year." But somehow, it never sounded right. What was the proper reward for someone who had risked her life to save mine? What was the proper reward for someone who'd already gotten to wear silks and satins while I wore rags? Who'd gotten to feast on every delicacy in the kingdom while I ate porridge and gruel? Who'd slept in a castle while I slept on a mat on the floor? Wasn't it reward enough that she'd gotten to live the life that was rightfully mine?
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.